You have been lied to your entire life. From the moment you were old enough to understand the concept of the future, you were handed a script. Be careful, play it safe, save for a rainy day. You were told that preservation is a virtue, but I want you to look in the mirror right now and ask yourself one brutal question. Name one life-changing opportunity you actually gained by playing it safe. You can't, because safety is not a strategy. It is a slow-motion suicide. Imagine locking $1 million in a vault, thinking you are being responsible, only to open it 10 years later and find that the money has turned to dust. That is exactly what you are doing with your life. You are hoarding your potential in a vault called waiting, not realizing that potential has an expiration date. Think about that one bold decision you avoided last year because it felt too risky. Where are you now? You are in the exact same spot. But the version of you that took the risk, they are miles ahead. You can feel it, can't you? That sickening pressure in your chest, the gap between who you are and who you were supposed to be, is widening every single day. This is the silent theft. While you are busy protecting what little you have, the value of your soul is rotting away. You aren't saving yourself for the perfect moment. You are robbing yourself of the only moment that matters. You think you are being prudent, but you are just terrified. Today, we are going to expose this lie. We are going to dismantle the poverty of safety. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your bank account or your life the same way again. Now, we need to go deeper. We need to look at the operating system running in the background of your mind. You tell yourself that you save money or energy because you are responsible. You tell yourself it's about security. But I want you to be honest with me for a second. Is it security or is it terror? Deep down, the saver mentality is not a financial strategy. It is a biological trauma response. It is the default setting of the reptilian brain. In the wild, if an animal finds food and doesn't know when it will eat again, it hides it, it protects it, it scans the horizon for threats. This is not the behavior of a king. This is the behavior of prey. When you adopt the identity of a saver, you are subconsciously screaming to the world and to yourself that you are the prey in your own life. You are operating under the assumption that resources are finite and that you lack the power to generate more. Pause right now. I want you to think of the last time you hesitated to invest in yourself. Maybe it was a $500 course. Maybe it was a plane ticket to a networking event. Maybe it was just the energy required to start a new project. You felt a physical tightening in your chest, didn't you? That wasn't prudence. That was your nervous system signaling that you are too weak to replace what you are about to spend. You felt that sting of truth, didn't you? That is the scarcity loop. You fear you can't create value, so you hoard what you have. Because you are hoarding, you never take the risks required to grow. Because you don't grow, you never prove to yourself that you can create value. And the fear gets stronger. You aren't building a nest egg. You are building a psychological cage. And the bars are getting thicker every single year, and this is where it gets darker, the high performer. The person you claim you want to be does not view resources as things to be trapped. They view resources as current. Think of a river. As long as the water flows, coming in and going out, it remains fresh, powerful, and capable of generating electricity. But imagine you dam that river up completely because you are terrified of losing a single drop. What happens? The flow stops, the energy dies, and eventually that water becomes stagnant. It breeds bacteria. It becomes toxic. Look at your life right now. Is your energy flowing or is it stagnating? By obsessing over retention, you have completely atrophied your muscle of generation. You have become an expert at keeping things and a novice at making things. You are protecting a pile of dirt while everyone else is mining for gold. Now, I'm about to show you the math that proves you are losing. But before we go there, I need to know who is in this room. The algorithm hates this kind of content because it makes weak people uncomfortable. It buries the truth to keep people asleep. If you are the type of person who values a harsh truth over a comfortable lie, like this video right now. It is a digital vote for your own standard. Prove to the algorithm and yourself that you are here to do the work. The uncomfortable truth you need to swallow is that hoarding is an act of distrust. You don't trust yourself to figure it out if things go wrong. You treat your savings like a life raft because deep down you believe the ship is going to sink. But here is the part that nobody wants to admit. While you are sitting there, safe and stagnant, there is a silent mathematical force that is eating you alive. And in the next minute, I'm going to show you exactly how much your safety is actually costing you. Let's talk about the math that is secretly destroying you. In economics, we all understand inflation. You know that if you stuff $10,000 under your mattress today, in 10 years, that money hasn't just sat there. It has died. It has lost 30% of its power. By trying to keep it safe, you guaranteed its destruction. But here is the twist that creates the panic. This same law applies to your soul. There is an ambition inflation that is eating you alive right now. You tell yourself, I have this talent, I have this idea, I'll just keep it safe until I'm ready. You are lying. Do this for me. Think back to a specific ambition you had 3 years ago. Maybe it was getting in shape. Maybe it was starting that channel. Maybe it was leaving that job. Now look at the calendar. 3 years have passed. You are 3 years older. Your energy is lower. Your responsibilities are higher. And that opportunity? It didn't wait for you. It decayed. The market moved on. The person who did take the risk is now 3 years ahead, compounding their wins, while you are still standing at the starting line, clutching your potential like a security blanket. Do you feel that? That hollow feeling in your stomach? That is the sound of your value dropping. Every day you wait, the cost of entry goes up. The project you didn't start at 25 is a regret at 30. It becomes a midlife crisis at 40. And by 50, it becomes something much worse. A memory of who you could have been. This is where the safety trap stops being a financial metaphor and becomes a tragedy. You are saving yourself from the sharp pain of failure. I get it. Failure hurts. Rejection burns. But in exchange, you are buying a guaranteed subscription to the chronic, rotting disease of regret. Unlike failure, which heals, regret doesn't go away. It accumulates. It compounds. It turns you bitter. Look at the people in your life who played it safe. Look at the savers in their 60s. Do they look peaceful or do they look haunted? They are haunted because they know the truth that I am forcing you to look at right now. The thief wasn't the economy. The thief wasn't bad luck. The thief was you. You are the one who decided to wait. You are the one who let the inflation of time erode your dreams until they were worthless. You robbed your future self of a legacy because you were too scared to spend your energy today. This is the silent theft. It's not a bandit breaking into your house. It is the slow leak in the tires of your life. You wake up 10 years later and you haven't crashed, but you haven't moved. You are exactly where you started, but you are older, slower, and more terrified than before. The most dangerous thing you can do is sit on a winning lottery ticket until it expires. And that is exactly what you are doing. You are holding the ticket, terrified to cash it in because you might look foolish walking to the counter. But look at the date on the ticket. It is expiring. Potential doesn't wait for you to be ready. It walks away. And if you don't cash that ticket soon, someone else will, and you will be forced to watch them live the life you were designed for. Enough pity. Let's talk about the violence required to fix this. Most people never escape the saver trap because they are looking for a gentle way out. They want a smooth transition. But there is no smooth transition from prey to predator. There is only a mutation. You have to undergo a violent shift in your operating system right now. You must move from a retention model to a generation model. The saver asks, how do I keep what I have safe? The investor asks, how do I destroy what I have to build what I want? Check your behavior today. When you got tired, did you stop working to save your energy for tomorrow? When you saw a mentorship program, did you close the tab to save the money? That is the retention model. You are playing defense in a game that only rewards offense. You need to understand that in high-performance psychology, spending is the mechanism of growth. Biological law: you do not build muscle by saving your strength. You build muscle by traumatizing it. You exhaust it until it fails, and the body is forced to rebuild it stronger. The mind works the exact same way. If you end the day with energy left in the tank, you didn't save it for tomorrow. You wasted the opportunity to mutate. So here is the tactical shift. It's called insider trading. When you put your money in the stock market, you are gambling on a CEO you've never met. You have zero control. That is for suckers. But when you drain your bank account to buy skills, or drain your energy to build a business, that is insider trading. Why? Because you possess non-public information. You know you aren't going to quit. You control the outcome. Stop betting on the market. Start betting on your own capacity to execute. And to do that, we need to kill the safety net. I'm not going to tell you to burn the boats. That's a cliche for people who like stories. I'm telling you to create artificial necessity. The human brain is lazy by default, but it is a genius in a crisis. You are stuck because you are comfortable. You have a backup plan. You have a savings account that makes you feel safe being mediocre. Ruin your comfort. Commit to a deadline that terrifies you. Invest a sum of money that makes you physically nauseous if you lose it. Make a public promise that will destroy your reputation if you break it. You need to back yourself into a corner. When you have no option to retreat, your brain stops looking for safety and starts looking for solutions. Stop trying to be ready. You will never be ready while you are safe. The protocol is simple. Empty the tank. If you aren't exhausted, you're stagnating. Kill the plan B. Safety is the enemy of urgency. Circulate everything: money, ideas, energy. The biological rule is absolute. What you hoard, you lose. What you spend, you multiply. Let's fast forward to the end. I don't mean the funeral, I mean the audit. Imagine that at the moment of death, you are forced to review the balance sheet of your life. You look at the column labeled unused potential. If that number is high, you didn't win, you failed. Most people are terrified of dying broke. But in the economy of existence, the only thing worse than dying broke is dying solvent. If you arrive at your deathbed with your energy preserved, your reputation safe, and your potential saved for a later date, you have committed a calculation error of catastrophic proportions. You treated your life like a museum exhibit. Look, but don't touch. Keep it safe behind the glass. And the result? You leave behind a perfectly preserved, pristine, and utterly useless version of yourself. You kept the mileage low. You kept the paint fresh. And now, the car is being crushed. That is not safety. That is waste. Do not let the grave inherit the man you could have been. The grave doesn't need your ideas. It doesn't need your talent. It doesn't need your saved energy. So here is the final verdict. Stop trying to preserve yourself. You are a depreciating asset. The only way to extract value from your life is to run the machine until it smokes. When the screen goes black, make sure your account reads 0. Make sure you have nothing left to give, nothing left to say, and nothing left to risk. Because if you die with potential still in the bank, you didn't live, you just waited. If you are done waiting, make it official. Subscribe to the channel. We are not building a fan club here. We are building a minority of operators who refuse to die solvent. If you are one of us, lock it in. And finally, you know someone right now who needs to hear this. You have a friend or a colleague who is talented but paralyzed by safety. Share this video with them. Don't let them sleepwalk into mediocrity. Give them the wake-up call they are too scared to ask for. Don't save yourself, spend yourself.